What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with my review of Bleach chapter 600, and in this chapter it was definitely enjoyable. I am glad that Senjumaru, I am definitely glad that she is not dead, because like I said in my last review, there is no way a member of the Royal Guard can die without us seeing any of their abilities. Now don't get me wrong, we did see that she has all those arms and those threads, and of course those men of hers, but we have not even seen her Zanpakuto, and that right there is something that Kubo, he cannot do. He cannot kill a character without at least revealing their Shikai. And with her being a Zero Squad member, do you know how many people will be so pissed off if she had died without us seeing her Bankai, especially for a Zero Squad member? That right there will make no sense. But the chapter itself, it starts off from last week, where we have X-axis. Of course, he saw Senjumaru. And look at the guy more closely. His head is pretty weird. Now I'm not sure if this fur that on top of his head, I'm not sure if that is his hair or what. But this fur, it reminds me of a hat. And apparently that stripe in the middle, that right there could be his hair. So whatever it is, I do hope it gets removed, just so we can see his head clearly, because right now it definitely looks a bit weird to me. But obviously he thinks Senjumaru is dead, because we do see her body. It is now falling to the ground. We just see all the blood rushing out of her body. So obviously he would think that it's dead. But we have the miracle Thor. Right now he was calling out X-axis for killing Senjumaru here, because that right there is in Yuha's way, and so right now he actually wants X-axis here to go clean up that body. But we see now that Perninda, hopefully saying the name right, but apparently this Quincy here, it is apparently they want this thing to give him help when it comes to cleaning her body, and at first I thought maybe it was doing something, but then we see a Senjumaru body, it starts moving, because we see now that its head is cracked, and we see now that it pretty much pulls like a Samus here, where it morphs into some kind of ball, and we just see now that it's rolling away. And so obviously we have the miracle here. He was thinking that right now that the Zero Squad, they were a disappointment, and this right here might be all they have. And so right now we have the X-axis. He was kind of boasting, but now we see this guy, his shots, they pack a powerful punch. We see now that one bullet, one shot, it pretty much wrecked it pretty much wrecked all these platforms. And so obviously he thinks that he got rid of anyone that could get in their way. And so of course right now he is moving out the way so that Yuha can walk by. But Yuha Botch apparently for some reason he being really silent. I'm not sure why. Maybe he thinks that Maybe he thinks that his elite forces are too low, to talk to him, because I really have not seen him talk to any of the Quincy's besides Uryu and of course Haswell. So I do wonder why is he so silent with them. But we see now that behind X-axis, their entire platform changed. It's kind of like the background they were in. It became a curtain of sorts, and it was fluttering in the air. And so right now, X-axis, he is getting pretty pissed off, and he has no idea what's going on, but he definitely wants to find out. And so now we have Senjumaru, who of course is revealed to be alive, and for some reason she spilling the beans. I have no idea why in the world she wants to reveal something so important, because she had told him that the first soul palace that they had came to, that right there was a fake, and the real one, it was actually it was being hidden by that bald monk, the guy with the bald head, obviously. And so this guy, I'm not sure how he hid this. Maybe it's with Kido, or probably his Zanpakuto. I'm not really sure. But for some reason, it really pissed me off because that was the I didn't like. I definitely didn't like that when like Senjumaru spilled the beans because we all know some characters in Bleach, they obviously they have some pretty big mouths, and when they reveal everything to the enemies, that right there it would definitely cost them. But for some reason she was not worried about that, and it seems the monk wasn't worried about that either because he said that he said that because Senjumaru did spill the beans, it could only mean that the prison's good to go. And we see now that when X-axis is about to shoot, it's like that shot right there, it was blocked. And so now we see that I forgot her name, but it was the former captain of the 12th division before Kisuke came there, and we see now that like she was actually able to make like this wooden cage, pulling out some Senju kind of thing, with this wood. And apparently this cage here, not only is it durable, but it was like not only is it durable, but we see now that it's like quick to act as well. Because even though we have the X-axis shooting at the gaps in here, we have these branches. They were like spurring out to actually take these shots. And so pretty much we actually learned that like because she can manipulate food, she can also manipulate life. And so right now she said that all these ingredients they came from her very own body. I'm not sure how that's possible, but fuck logic. And so pretty much what she did, she had gave the tree her Ryazu, and that right there caused it to grow so much. And of course these bullets from this Quincy, they are also made of some very high concentrated Ryazu. So this tree, even though it is taking damage, it is still absorbing all those shots, and that right there is allowing it to grow at an amazing rate. And so now because of that, she's actually telling them, that they could go all out because obviously if they do, they are making this tree, like much stronger. And so right now we have the creator of Zanpakuto, a very flashy entrance. And so right now he was counting down, and apparently his sword, it seemed like it was in something. I'm not really sure what, but now that he pulled the sword out, he actually got pretty serious. He told them all, to shut their mouth and to all come at him at once. And this guy, I definitely know he's a beast because if you all go back to my previous reviews, I always said that like this guy right here, he was definitely my favorite one of the Zero Squad. And right now, I'm actually really happy, to see him finally fighting. So I definitely can't wait. I do wonder if they go, we'll try to fight him. Now, obviously, the Miracle, aka Thor. This guy really seems, to love the fight. So I would imagine that like he's gonna rush in there first, and that right there, should be a pretty good start. But the chapter itself, like I said, it was enjoyable. So I'm actually going to give it an 8 out of 10. But of course, I love that you got thoughts on this. And as always, don't forget to like the video and subscribe because it really helps me out. And you guys take it easy. And I will see you all next time.